love that job. It's good, clean salvage. In and out, no surprises. No bodies.
We are deep.
Hello everyone, and thank you for checking out our review of Stasis, Bone Totem. It's a new game by the Brotherhood. If you're not familiar, this is the same developer who made the pretty cool Fallout-like Beautiful Desolation, which we reviewed just a couple of months ago. This time, however, the setting and character design seems a bit more cyberpunky. It's a really interesting style, to be honest. The story starts with Meg and Charlie, scavengers who make a living roaming the Pacific Ocean and looking for things to salvage. As they come across Deep Sea 15, a seemingly abandoned oil rig with lots of perfectly fine and functioning equipment laying around.
Please let everything be alright. Please let everything be alright.
Yeah, if a character says something like this during the opening cutscene, you just know that everything is going to be absolutely perfectly. The whole setting is actually very similar to the game Cold Fear from 2005, which was pretty much a Resident Evil clone and a third-person shooter, but a really good one. This game, just like Beautiful Desolation, is an old-school style point-and-click game with cool modern visual effects. However, this time it's a bit more horror-based, and just because it's a puzzle and exploration type of game with no combat elements, it does not mean that you cannot die if you do something wrong.
Mac, where are you? Where are you?
Yes, this for example happens if you fill a fuel cylinder in a wrong way. How is it possible to fill a fuel cylinder in a wrong way? I don't know, it's a weird puzzle from a technical perspective. Maybe this machine is able to fill things with different fuel types, like a soda dispenser. Yes, that would be an absolutely plausible explanation.
Mixing station.
Yes, that totally makes sense. Never mind. Anyway, in this game you control a total of 3 characters. Meg, his wife, and also a teddy bear. Yes, I know, a teddy bear is not very horror, but it's a cool, futuristic teddy bear. Except that he kinda got their daughter killed, but that is not important. He is still cool, right?
I miss Hope, Charlie.
I do too.
I miss playing with her.
Yes, a bit depressed, but still cool. I fucking hate him. Just look at his face. He looks like a fat beaver. And the way he doesn't listen to orders and constantly get depressed, feeling guilty over their daughter's death and sinking into self-pity. Also, if you leave him on idle for a bit too long, he starts whistling or laughing like a psychopath. Anyway, each of the characters has their own unique ability that will help you solve puzzles. Meg, for example, has strengths. He is able to deform or break apart certain items. He is the Ooga Booga, so don't mess with him. Charlie is smart and can use engineering skills, combine objects, fix things, and so on. However, sometimes it's being portrayed in such a laughable way that I can't help but point it out. I mean, seriously, Meg, if you are not able to use duct tape to fix a leaky hose, you probably have no right to call yourself a man. As for the teddy bear, Moses, he is small enough to squeeze through narrow spaces and get to places other characters cannot. Also, Charlie upgraded him into being able to hack computers very efficiently and being super smart.
Connection secure. Firewall override. Access granted.
Seriously, this guy gives me the creeps.
Guns are not toys.
Oh no. Don't let him near the gun. He has a gun now. He's going to kill us all! Also, you can freely trade items between characters, no matter how far apart they are. For example, Charlie has to cross a beam at some point. The beam then collapses and they get separated. At first I thought it sounded stupid, and was going to make jokes about them having miniature teleportation devices on their wrists, but then they started to actively talk about sending items to each other, so I guess they do have miniature teleportation devices on their wrists?
He's helped sort scrap before. Already has a comm rig and a QSD. We can trade items with him just like we do with each other.
Even Moses? Yeah, let's not think too hard about that. It's a game mechanic. The puzzles wouldn't work otherwise. And the puzzles are actually really well done. There is no hand-holding in this game. Sometimes the characters will give you hints by thinking out loud if you click this question mark, but you have to use your brain for the most time. Not all puzzles are straightforward though. My favorite was the puzzle where you have to stop a fan for Moses to crawl through the vent, but don't actually have a proper tool to do this, so what you really have to do is switch speeds like crazy until it fries and breaks.
I'll say this for him, he breaks things apart really well.
Thank you, Mac.
That's really thinking outside the box. Of course, there are also some more generic ones where you have to look for a code to open something, but it's nice to have some variety. And so, at some point, our three brave treasure hunters come across this diving bell and decide to go down to an underwater structure. You know, despite all the mutilated corpses, deformed alien-looking skeletons and eerie ancient artifacts, the woman thinks it's still something that needs to be done, and convinces Meg to go on.
I'm not going back to the boat. You can leave if you want to, but I'm staying.
God damn it, you take too many risks too easily.
And you don't fight hard enough for things that are important. Mac, this one time, will you just trust me? We're all we've got left.
We're all we've got left.
I have a feeling she is just batshit crazy at this point. Have you people bothered looking out the window? Does this thing out there look like a good idea? I really wouldn't be surprised if this turns out into some Cthulhu madness scenario in the end. Well, I guess that's for you to find out. If you like old school-like point-and-click adventures and atmospheric horror, this one is certainly really well done and will be a lot of fun to play. Recommended.